What's good, guys? It's Tuesday, beginning of the week. This is episode 13 of the Radical Souls podcast. I'm Daniel.
I'm Chris.
I'm Ethan. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell for more.
Word. And if you get the notification bell, you'll see that Ethan has the biohacks behind him, and you'll know before anybody else knows.
Sir.
Yes, sir. You know where to go to. Radical Souls.
RadicalSouls.com. Well, guys, we got about a little over 24 hours before we have our first season of our Radical Souls fantasy football season. Very hyped about that.
I'm excited. Definitely taking a dub this year.
Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy.
Definitely taking all you guys' money. You know what I'm saying?
Said that
All right.
2 years ago.
It's all right. That was a bad spurt. You know what I'm saying?
But, with fantasy football coming up, we got some football talk also coming behind that, because there's some minor things that I want to discuss about that. The NBA playoffs have been in full effect. We've been seeing some great series. We've been seeing some not so great games, and we've seen some little comebacks. So definitely got to discuss that. And I have a really good hot take that I want to bring up to you guys that I've gotten mixed opinions on, and I want to see what you guys think about it. And then we could end it with talking about the struggle that New York Yankees are going through right now. If you want, Chris, only if you want. I don't want to hurt your feelings out here.
I don't know, Don. It might be too rough. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, bro. But let's get it.
Let's get it.
So, fantasy football, guys. We saw me and Ethan already had one draft, and this bum wanted to take Chris Carson from me, and that kind of made me fall apart since then.
So how's your teams looking? Give me a little highlight on your guys' teams, if I can see, what I'm working with here.
So pretty much me and Ethan got like total opposites, in a way, I guess you could say.
So what you guys working with?
I went with the top-heavy wide receiver group for my team. I got Tyreek Hill, Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyler Lockett, John Brown from the Bills, because I thought he did pretty good last year. Now he got Stephon Diggs, only can go up from here. Deshaun Watson's my quarterback, and my running backs are very questionable right now. I got Chris's boy, Ronald Jones.
Yes,
Let's see
sir.
what happens with Leonard Fournette, and curious to see what happens with that in general.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, now that you said Ronald Jones, I'm curious to see, now that you're a Jets fan, where do you see Le'Veon Bell falling in the draft?
So he got picked in our draft in the 4th round, I want to say?
No, 3rd. I only picked him up early.
It was Rich that picked him up. Rich picked him up.
Oh, Rich?
Rich picked him on the 3rd round, then he went to back-to-back to somebody else.
Yep.
So my plan, Chris, was to get him in the 4th round, because that's where he's projected.
I was just going to say that. A lot of people haven't projected 4th or 5th round.
But that's what I told you episodes ago, and I told you that's wild.
Yeah, which I think that's low-key, I don't know. I'm kind of buying into him. I feel like he's going to have some good production, especially now that they're having, kind of wide receiver troubles. So
I mean, they complain that they don't see him really running the way he used to run, but I told my my cousin's husband, he's a Jets fan, we always talk Jets every time we're at a barbecue together and stuff. He was telling me, I was telling him, we were both talking. It's Le'Veon Bell, when he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers, everybody complained that it's something you got to get used to because you're not used to his type of running. So, they were saying he's struggling to, get through holes and stuff the way that Frank Gore's going. But you got to remember, Le'Veon Bell waits for holes to, not only open, but to also close up to see, all right, that one's closed, I'm going through this one.
yeah, makes sense.
So,
how about you? What's on my back? Go ahead.
You good.
Now I was going to ask you, how's his team looking?
By accident, the first 3 rounds, I got all Chris, all by accident. It was Christian McCaffrey, Chris Godwin, and Chris Carson.
You were thinking of me. It's all right. That seems like a pretty good first 3, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
Hold up. But who had the number 1 pick in that draft?
Wow. Who you went with number 1? Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, duh. I mean, he's going to put up at least 30 points a game.
Easily.
Yeah.
Going to your Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady's going to be launching it to Chris.
God, yeah, he loves his slot receivers, so Godwin is definitely going to be a big producer this year.
Especially for PPR leagues that have those. It's going to be easy.
But I think it's in some leagues, I think he may go number one. Not gonna lie to you. Like if you got that lower first round pick, that number 9 or 10, like
He
I
wasn't
would
there.
go. Yeah, he
In our
wasn't.
league, I had the ninth pick, and I was able to get Tyreek Hill with the ninth pick.
Ah, okay, okay.
Seventh was Michael Thomas, right? Because Michael Thomas got
Michael
picked.
Thomas, yeah.
Praying. I'm like, yo, I hope no one takes Michael Thomas or Tyreek Hill. If I can get either one, I'm happy.
Yeah, Michael Thomas. That's another one that like I had him last year or the year before that. Before like he was, I think it was the year before that. Before he was a big thing, and he's another like constant producer. So it's a solid
Yeah.
pick.
So then I had that close back to back, and I was able to get George Kittle because Allen, our old manager, picked up Travis Kelce, and I'm just waiting. I'm like, all right, I won't be mad if I get Travis Kelce or George Kittle, but I really want George Kittle again.
Yeah. So let's see.
So
Any good sleepers you guys think? See, looking off free agents or anything like that off waivers?
So I think my best sweeper on my team is Marlon Mack because he's getting really disrespected in a sense. Because I know they picked up wow, I forgot this kid's name from Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor.
For the Colts, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jonathan
Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor. Yeah.
So people are like, oh yeah, Jonathan Taylor gonna take over that job, blah blah blah. I'm like, not Chris Carson. Well, because I remember I was gonna take Chris Carson and Marlon Mack because I had them both on my team 1 year, and ever since then they both have been starters. And
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Mack was really close to Chris Carson production last year, and no one gives him credit. And he didn't fumble at all last year.
Yeah, and he's a USF Bull, my current alumni. So you gotta pick him up. You know what I'm saying?
So like Marlon Mack,
You gotta respect it.
Yeah, you gotta respect it.
people ain't respecting Marlon Mack, and I'm like, yo, last year he was putting up numbers even though he wasn't even in the passing game. All they're gonna do is throwing Jonathan Taylor into the passing game now. They're not gonna run with Marlon Mack. They're not gonna run with Jonathan Taylor over Marlon Mack when that was your starter last year, and the offensive line is healthier than it was last year, and he was doing his thing.
That makes sense.
So I picked him up late. I was like, Marlon Mack is doing. I was like, oh, I'll take Marlon Mack.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
What about you, E? Who you think your sleeper from that draft was?
My man Cam Akers on the Rams, the rookie.
Yeah.
Since they don't have no Todd Gurley, they have no other good running backs. He's gonna go crazy in that O line. I know he's gonna produce a lot, and you've seen Todd Gurley his past seasons. He's never had such a bad season with them, so I'm ready for him to go off this season.
That's true. But I feel like they may ask a lot for him, though. They may be asking a lot for him to be a rookie, but I think he'll low-key do a lot, though. Not low-key. High-key going to do a lot, but.
Nah, yeah, it's one of those situations where it's like, yo, do what you want to do, and if you fuck up, well, sorry for cursing, but if you mess up, you know, like, we got people to help you out. Like, we'll throw in this person, you can get right, and we'll throw you right back in the game type stuff. Or even then, like, he doesn't really have competition, so it's like,
Yeah,
room for errors up there.
Exactly.
that's true.
Chris, who you like the first round and second round? Just certain players you like.
I really like. I don't know, dog. Probably it's kind of the same thing what Dan said. Michael Thomas, Tariq Hill, probably in the second round. If he's still there, probably a Godwin or even a Sterling Shepard kind of guy.
Sterling Shepard was low. Like, he's low. Like,
Yo,
what round did he go eat? Like 5'6", probably, right around there.
Like 6, yeah.
really? Last year he was gone second round in my draft, and he produced pretty good last year.
He just had the injuries and stuff, like the regular concussions he gets like every single year.
Exactly. But I don't know. I haven't really looked at a leaderboard as in like fantasy-wise, which I probably should. But let's see. Let's see where he sits. I don't think he sits that low.
Nah, he sits pretty low.
He's like,
Odell Beckham was like third, fourth round too.
Yep.
Although Beckham didn't do shit last year, so
He did shit.
He whoa. We're gonna save that for later.
Are we bringing that up? I kind of don't want to bring that up because that's nasty.
Bring it up.
All right, so I'm gonna try to keep this as simple as possible. We're gonna just drop the topic immediately that it comes out of my mouth because I'm not going into depth about this.
Let's just talk about it. Come on, it's all right.
Let's just say that homie doesn't only enjoy brain on the football Browns. He also likes brown stuff on his chest from females.
Definitely likes brown stuff on his chest. And we're not talking about dirt.
Yeah, we're not talking about the dirt that he gets on his chest when he be diving for footballs or making amazing one-hand catches. We're talking about
So to clarify, just to be straight up, there was these girls. What's that podcast called?
no jumper.
No Jumper, where these girls get on and they talk about all this outlandish stuff that they've done with athletes and stuff and
Models,
and
Instagram
models and
models.
like they just talk about all the crazy shit that they've done with different people. And one of them was talking about how they hooked up with Odell and he liked certain things on his chest and he enjoyed certain things when people were sitting down in certain places. And it got a little funky. Literally got a little funky.
Yeah, he was talking about sending videos and stuff of you
Dropping,
unloading.
in the office, making a deposit. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the office and you got to make a deposit, that's your time to do your thing. You shouldn't be asking no female for those type of things. But we're going to leave it there.
Can we talk about his response, though? I really liked his Instagram post. He said, can't knock me off my pivot no matter what shit's thrown my way. That had me crying.
That's funny.
But we'll leave it there. That's kind of gross. And, we're not going to keep talking about this. So, yeah, he was pretty low in fantasy football.
See, Sterling Shepard is top 40. But, yeah, you're right. He is bad, though. That is bad. Okay, so I'm gonna rewind that.
That could be a sleeper, though.
Yeah. Gonna go definitely Michael Thomas and then second round see if I can go Godwin. Or maybe even Allen Robinson, too.
Allen Robinson was nice last year. The only thing that concerns me is the whole Mitchell Trubisky, Nick Foles thing going back and forth over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because once it's a different quarterback, number one receivers change like that. Like,
you know who I'm kind of like interested to see if he goes off again? This man Derrick Henry. Because he had a really good year last year, but then the past years before that he was horrible.
Forgotten soul.
Yeah. So we shall see.
But we're not going to sit here and project fantasy football the whole time. We can talk some NFL stuff too. Ethan, what are your Bengals doing? What's their record? How's it looking?
Oh, we're going I'm going to say 10-6. Well, we can come out the gates hot. Say Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, AJ Green stays healthy, hopefully.
If Joe Mixon. Yeah,
he's looking impressive.
Joe Mixon can get hot like he did his rookie year. They could be nice, bro. They could be nice.
He's impressive, and Joe Burrow, if he gets the hand of it, he's gonna be easily one of the best quarterbacks, top 10 this year, if he could.
So, Chris, which team you claiming first before we ask you what's the record?
Oh, you know what? I need you to stop hating. I still haven't got that picture. So I'm gonna get flack.
So wait. So which team you claiming though this year? Like that's your team.
My team is still the Giants. All right. We're going 7. We're going 7-9. We suck. Tell me we don't. Tell me we don't. Anybody in the comments, tell me the Giants don't suck. Please. Tell me who we got.
You guys got Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley,
and Darius Slayton.
Look, the Giants organization was talking crap, so they messed with his internet real quick and said, "Oh, you want to talk about us now? We buffering your stuff right now."
Nah, I don't know. I got faith that they might go even, might go 500, but don't speak too much. But in my other team, the Tampa Bay Bucks, where I currently reside, I think they'll go 10-6 as well.
Hold up. So what I'm hearing is when you move to Texas, you're gonna be a Cowboys fan?
No. Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my God. No. You're just gonna try me like that. You know what? Hey guys, it was a good.
Not the Cowboys. You can't do that.
Chris, come back, Chris.
You can't do that. You brought the Cowboys. It's such a bad team.
Yo, he does the Cowboys, though. I am going back to this episode. I'm telling him. I thought you said no.
Right. Oh, hey there, sir.
Yeah, done trying me?
But, yeah, the Bucks 10-6?
11-5.
Word.
11-5.
I can kind of see it. I mean, last year they weren't that bad. It was just
they weren't. It was just Jameis Winston throwing 30 picks a game, or 30 picks the whole season.
Nah, 30 picks a game sounds more correct.
From a Bucks perspective, yeah, it does.
And a lot of those games they lost by like, yeah. Look, he's doing exactly what James Winston was doing, choking. But anyways,
Wow.
because
But
a lot
yeah,
of those games they lost by like a touchdown, a field goal. Like they would have been in the playoffs, I think, if they said they take away like at least one pick a game that was pivotal in the like matchup.
yeah. So
And then that leaves my Jets. I really don't know.
your Jets? You're a Jets fan?
I clean my Jets. I ride my Jets. Pause. And
Pause. Big pause.
like that's just my riding that team.
All right.
You're
All
not a
right.
Chiefs fan?
Who?
You're not a Chiefs fan?
I thought you were a Chiefs fan.
I never said that. I said I support the Chiefs, but I ain't no Chiefs.
Oh, but I thought you were a Chiefs fan though.
That was a joke that day.
I don't know, dog. Last time I saw your screensaver, show the people your screensaver. What's your screensaver? What's your screensaver though? Last time I saw it was Tyreek Hill.
My favorite NFL player, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. So that's still
that was my number 9 pick this year. That's one of my favorite players.
Yeah, because you love the Chiefs, bro. It's all right.
I got Le'Veon Bell on my laptop.
That's all right. You can claim the Chiefs. It's all right.
I got Le'Veon Bell
it's
on my laptop.
It's okay to like two teams.
I don't want to hear
it's
nothing.
all right. It's okay to like two teams.
This is on my laptop right now as we speak.
It's all right, bro. You can like
just
two
don't
teams.
look right at my phone. Nah, but anyways, my Jets, the Jets that I like, and that is my team, my one and only. I stay loyal. I think we go either 10-6 or 9-7.
Definitely not 10-6.
We were 7-9 last year.
Definitely not 9-7.
More like 8-8.
We were 7-9 last year. We can pull it off. Don't sleep on us. We got Le'Veon.
More like 7-9. My bad.
Watch, yo, and that's my other sleeper on my fantasy team. Chris Herndon, the tight end for the Jets.
Who?
Chris Herndon.
Who?
The tight end that's better than Evan Ingram. That's who.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
But anyways, and
there's a Spanish quote that says "En su casa lo conocen." So people that don't know Spanish, I'd be like, "Yo, they only know who that guy is in his house. Who is that man? I don't know that man." All
Chris
right?
Herndon was suspended last year. That's why you don't know him. He's gonna pop off this year.
Yeah.
And my other one was Denzel Mims, the rookie we drafted from Baylor this year. Just because he was supposed to be ranked really high, we got him for the low pretty much, and we have no wide receivers right now. So.
All right.
So,
9-7,
Jets
10-6.
Okay.
Jets, Jets.
I respect it. We'll see.
I like your commitment. I like your commitment to your team. I appreciate that.
Word. At least some people in this can stay committed. But all right, Chris, I'm done. Well, let's go to basketball, guys.
Let's do it.
So, Chris, you want to talk about the Celtics?
All I know is, what's his name? Siakam, Sweet Chin Music, my boy, son. He said, "Yeah." And the music went off and everything, son. Like
I thought I was watching Bruce Lee. He hit him with a what? Yeah, to the chin.
Straight to the chin. But how do you guys think about the Raptors? What do you guys feel about
them? Either you want to talk first?
Yo,
I would say they done next game. They done game 6.
yeah, I think they're done.
I'm on the other spectrum of it because I look at it as they were down 2-0 against the Bucks last year, and they faced adversity and was able to come back. So they're nothing new to comebacks, and
Yo, but they lost over 20 points.
Well, no, they got smacked. But look at the first 2 games too. They got smacked, and then they came back.
All right. How do you feel about the Nuggets coming, making it a little closer?
The Nuggets still ain't doing nothing to the Clippers. Yo, the crazy part is the Clippers have still been off this whole time, and they just cannot do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. So
Lou Will has been cold. Montrezl Harrell has been pretty cold. Kawhi has been like semi-Kawhi. He I was telling my dad, you see his numbers and you don't think anything of it, but then when you compare it to last season, what you were seeing, Kawhi looks a little off.
yeah.
So he did have that big FU middle finger block on Jamal Murray. Homie legit just blocked it like this, like, nah, give me that fifth.
Yeah, that game-saving fucking
No finger.
block. But did you see Michael Porter Jr. finally woke up?
Yeah, that dunk on Montrezl Harrell. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
And Kawhi.
Nasty.
I know fans were scared.
Walter?
Oh my God, you're back.
Yeah. So, gosh, I mean, I feel like he's been asleep the whole playoffs, so it's good that he shows up finally. So,
He's a young
He
kid,
was
man.
doing straight cardio last series.
Exactly what I was about to say. Like, he's a young kid. He's got to get going.
yeah. So, hey, I guess whatevs.
Let's
But
talk Bucks, yo, because this is what I'm dying to talk about with you guys.
yo, I can't believe Miami didn't put them away without Giannis.
It's cause,
That's
yo, you know what it comes down to when Giannis is on the court, right? You know the focus on Giannis. When Giannis isn't there, you don't know who's gonna come up with the ball. Like you're like, all right, who is this gonna go to right now? Because Middleton's the obvious one, but Middleton ain't dumb. He ain't gonna try to drive through everybody.
yeah.
So here's the hot take that I've been messing with you guys for the last 2 days with. I've been saying that the Bucks should look into trading Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, I see it, but I don't think it'll ever happen. That's like the guy they're building a franchise off of. I don't think they're ever gonna trade him. That's like saying right now, let's trade Saquon Barkley. Like that's your main piece. Like I don't know. I don't see it. What do you think, Keith?
I think they could because his contract's up next year, I want to say, next season.
Yeah.
So if they want something out of him, they don't feel like confident enough that I would trade him. But if not, then I would just give him a max deal and call it a day.
So here's my reason. Thank God you brought that up. If they give Giannis the max, they don't have money to sign anybody else. Because Eric Bledsoe's on a big contract still. Brook Lopez is on a big contract still. Chris Middleton is on a huge contract. George Hill is on an awfully kind of big contract. So you take all that, and they have like $30 million in cap space in the next like 3 years.
Mm.
So all they can do is sign Giannis. So I've been telling people, if you lose with Giannis right now, what are you going to tell him like after next season? You can't sign anybody but him because they have Eric Bledsoe, Middleton, and Brook Lopez locked up for the next 4 years. So it's like you might as well trade him, try to get something out of it, because if he leaves, you're going to get stuck with this team, and this team can make the playoffs. If you add the proper assets around you, like these people, you could still make the playoffs and still have somebody you could develop in a sense. So, like, you could trade, I guess, the number two.
In that sense, what team?
Yeah, what team?
For what team would you think?
Yeah, what team would give up so many assets for him? Better question.
I mean, if the Warriors want to go the Raptor route and just do a little rental real quick, just to say we back, they can go that route because they got that number 2 pick they don't need.
I mean, I could see it because he definitely him and Curry would be kind of dangerous, but
and they could trade away Andrew Wiggins or something, like somebody they don't really 100% need per se. And then they could even go the Raptor route or Miami route because Miami is kind of a set team right now. They don't need to really make any adjustments. And Miami's one of the destinations that they keep pushing that he's going to go to in the Raptors. So what do? You go the Melo route. Here you go. Just have him a year early before he signs. And you just rip everything off of him.
Did you just say the Melo route?
Yeah. When the Knicks could have just waited a year to sign Melo and they just traded away a bunch of things. And
yeah, that makes sense. Do you guys think Knicks basketball is ever coming back? Better question.
Yeah, we will.
All right, let's give it to a realistic fan. E, do you think Knicks basketball is ever coming back?
Not anytime soon.
I don't think for a minute. And I'm a, big Knicks fan, but I don't think they're coming
The only reason I say yes is because I've been playing 2K, my GM mode, a lot with the Knicks, like current roster. And me trying to develop this team, they don't make the playoffs for the first like 3 years.
Yeah, so.
Me trading away a pick and getting somebody works out because you end up getting a star and then you sign a star afterwards and you could try to build it up, but it's that what if, like the really big what if, who goes on the market.
Yeah, so let's see. Well,
I mean,
how do you guys question though? Now that we're talking about NBA, I'm gonna bring up something completely irrelevant. But how do you guys feel about the Kaepernick no interest from the beginning article that came out?
You talking about?
You guys didn't read that article?
Nah.
Yo, so they were saying that Kaepernick, that whole hype that when he went to work out a couple months ago, and there was 6 or 7 teams looking at him, that was all fake. There was literally no teams interested in him.
Wow, who dropped that?
Yeah, it just dropped this morning. They were talking about it on First Take.
Yeah, I didn't even see it because I guess I woke up, had to do a few things.
Yeah, no, they were saying that pretty much. I can pull up the story, but they were saying that pretty much nobody had interest in him. That it was just kind of rumors. Like it was all rumors, but rumors that were like kind of not self-created, but like rumors that I guess his agent or people around him said that this could really put you in the spot for you to get on a team, but there was no team looking at him.
I look at some of the backups in the league, and I'm just like,
And that's and that's what they were saying too. They were what's his name was saying it this morning on First Take.
Max Kellerman, Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, Max Kellerman was saying it. Just even looking 3 years back, if y'all wanted to make him a backup, he'd still be a really good backup. So, I mean,
he could have started on the Jets a few years ago. Shit, we had Josh McCown throwing the ball. Homie was like 47 years old at that point.
Yeah, I mean, shit, he could be a backup right now for the Giants and still do a lot.
That's a fact. The Giants, the Eagles could use a backup. The Browns. I don't even know who the Browns' backup is right now.
Yeah. But he is back on Madden. Did you guys see that?
I saw that. And he's like an 81 overall. He's one of the best free agents.
Yeah. They say he's higher. He's rated higher than 17 starters currently. So
I mean, it makes sense. Well, what has happened to him? He hasn't gotten hurt or anything. He's just been chilling.
Yeah, I mean it's true.
I mean, it's one of those things. Like I don't know. Like looking at it, if they would have taken the route that everybody's taking now on the whole kneeling and social injustice, and if they would look at it the way they're looking at it now, when Colin Kaepernick did it, none of that ever happens to him. It's because people were scared. Like, oh, nah, yeah, I gotta play, bro. I can't be losing my contract. You bugging out. Now everybody's like, it's kind of weird if you don't kneel.
Yeah. And now look, this is what they're saying. This is the official quote from I guess his agent. Says per a source. Says per a source with knowledge of the situation, they had some fake interests expressed immediately after George Floyd's death, seemingly out of guilt. They wrote, "There's zero interest expressed as to Kaepernick in months, so he hasn't had any interest in the past months from any teams. Literally, the reason why anybody expressed interest was because of George Floyd."
And I mean, the only interest that probably came up about it was he kneeled because of that, and then
yeah. So it says if he wants to resume his NFL career, he obviously has to take a team to make that decision. They were talking about that this morning as well. That really it's not even a league thing anymore because the league is obviously shift. They're saying more it's an individual owner's kind of perspective on how they whether or not want that in their kind of club making or kind of decision making on how they pick players. And it's kind of sad to see that it's still like 3 years later it's still something that owners don't want to be a part of.
I mean, yeah, I mean, well, let's see what happens week 1. I'm actually kind of concerned that this just came into my head now that you're saying that, Chris. They might not play games this first week.
Why is that?
I heard a lot of people talking about sitting out and like just protesting the game pretty much.
I mean, I definitely see it in the NFL, though. Like I feel like of all sports, like that owner mentality is the NFL, bro.
I mean, just look at the draft combine if you really want to get political here.
So I don't know. It's not to get too political, but I would love to see what the how this next year pans out because I feel like there has to be some sort of interest in him, especially as quarterbacks start to go down and stuff.
I mean, hey, the Bengals could use him. I don't even think they got a backup right now.
We do not.
Yeah.
So
I would love to see Colin just play on any team. Like he was so excited and playing before.
Really
like
was.
he was very explosive.
He was high key, not even no funny stuff. Like he was in his prime. Like he
He
was
was that dual threat quarterback before the dual threat quarterback really became
a
like
thing.
a big thing.
Yeah.
Because
So
everybody talked about Cam Newton, of course, but like Colin Kaepernick did it in the playoff run, and everybody was like, "Whoa, this dude
yeah,
rushed for like 100 something yards. That's insane."
yeah. So we'll see
It
though.
was only him and Vic before, so it was
Yeah. So,
And he had a better arm than Vic.
exactly. So he had it
yeah.
all.
What a shame.
Very, very big shame. But let's see. I mean, hopefully this to quote unquote shit like the MLB season has. So
Let's not even get started on that. Um,
I high key don't even want to talk about MLB.
I mean, we in the race for seventh and eighth place right now, but it's like, damn.
Well, it's not even that. Just MLB in general. Like, it's let me down. Big letdown.
Yeah, like I don't know the season. Like I was hyped for baseball and stuff because it was gonna be a shortened season, and I'm not even like crazy about it. I guess because fantasy, I've seen what's been going on because I follow baseball like around the league. It's not just me watching the Yankees now, so it's like,
Uh huh.
there's cancellations here, cancellations there. He's getting hurt. That guy's getting hurt. This dude's getting hurt. That like it's been insane because they just mishandled the whole thing.
Yeah, they really did. They really did.
And I'm looking at that. I'm just like, I really hope the NFL can handle this, especially because I don't know if you guys heard, but they're not going to be testing on game day, which I don't know how that makes any sense.
What?
Yeah, so apparently the way they're going to do the COVID test is they're going to do every single day except game day.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if the Chiefs and Texans are playing Thursday, they're not going to test that day, and they're not going to test Sunday.
Wow.
So, like, they'll
Makes no
test
sense.
every day except the day they're playing, but I don't know what sense that makes if I get COVID that day and then I'm out here tackling some dude or trying not to get tackled, and I'm a running back getting clustered up in in the line of scrimmage and stuff. Like, it's gonna be a mess. I can see it now.
Yeah. So, but talking about what is it called? Football though. Did you guys see this boy DeAndre Hopkins get that money from the Cardinals?
2 year extension,
2 year, 54 million or 55 million, whatever it was.
54.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Highest paid non QB.
Yeah, that's crazy for a 2 year contract. I don't know. I think that's kind of outlandish,
I
but
saw the number and I was like, oh, it's probably like 3 4 years. I saw 2 year. I'm like, huh.
talking about over 26, over 27,000 or 12,000. What the hell am I talking about? Million a year. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Is he
So
worth it?
And he's worth it.
I
Looking
don't
at the
know.
financials of it, it's not worth it because they still don't know if the COVID's gonna affect the cap this year and next year.
Nope.
So these teams I've been watching just throw money to people. I'm like, yo, are they not thinking about what could happen if like the season got to shut down, like, or just financials in general? But DeAndre Hopkins up there. Last year he didn't perform too well, which I remember because I had him in fantasy. You remember that I was complaining about that every other day. But but he's still that dude. I think he's gonna be great for Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray's gonna be great with him, and I think he bounces back. But I do not see him being a top. I still don't see him as a top 3 receiver in the league.
Yeah, I don't either. He's definitely not. I don't think he's worth highest paid. How can you say highest paid wide receiver in the league? Don't think so. But
No, yeah, he's like top 10, arguably top 5.
yeah. So
Damn. Okay. I put him in top 3. I think he's
yeah.
up there. Jeez.
I don't know because I got Michael
I don't
Thomas.
know.
I got Tyreek Hill.
Last season kind of what is it called? Kind of just brought down his stock in general. So he did really bad.
We could tell by the trade the Cardinals got for him. The continent a bag of chips for DeAndre Hopkins. Like, I don't know though. Like I said, it's looking at the fantasy draft. Like, I'll just pull it up real quick, because I don't think he was that high.
I'm thinking it's Mike Thomas, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, and then DeAndre Hopkins. I think the top wide receivers.
Yeah. So for us, it was Michael Thomas, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, and then DeAndre Hopkins was fourth. And then we picked Chris Godwin after that as the fifth wide receiver. Mike Evans was after. AJ
He,
Brown,
he
Odell, Juju.
he's at least top 5 this season. At least. At
I
least.
think this year he could be top 5, but it's still arguable. I don't know.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, I'm gonna take all your money this year. You know what I'm saying?
Guess we'll see
But
tomorrow.
we'll see tomorrow. It's a good
Word.
podcast, though, guys.
Facts. We'll pick it up. Might do something tomorrow. We're still in talks about how we're gonna handle that.
Hopefully, y'all will see the experience live of a draft and see us cursing at each other and having a good time.
Yeah, and then we'll come back, record Friday because Thursday night football starts and we got that Chiefs Texans. Who you got? Who's your pick?
Chiefs.
Let me hear Chris say Texans just because you're moving to Texas.
Nah, Chiefs.
Chiefs blow up.
But they're gonna have fans in the stands, so let's see.
That's another mess that I can see already going.
Big COVID vibes.
Yo, I know people gonna be coughing in the stands. Everybody gonna be like,
"Whoa!"
You gonna hear people coughing across the stadium. Yo, cover your mouth. You gonna hear that in the middle of the field. Blue 22. Everybody gonna break their neck on the field. Like, who the hell just coughed?
That's crazy.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens with the whole mask policy thing because who the hell is gonna control that?
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting football year, guys.
Facts.
Hey, it's been an interesting year. It's been a year to forget. So.
Literally.
Yeah, and even then with sports, I can't even root for anything right now because the Yankees are abysmal right now, and the Knicks aren't even in the bubble.
Hey, go your Jets.
With all the injuries I've been seeing, I'm not even hyped right now. So,
no.
Some people coming back, but it's still looking bad. We play the Bills first week, and I'm about to have my boy John Brown burning my team.
Oof.
So it's going to be a win-win. He's going to be killing our team because he's going to be getting most of the touchdowns because they're going to worry about Stephon Diggs, and hopefully the Jets can pull that win off.
Well,
But,
we shall see.
Guys, great episode. We'll be back during the week.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Peace out.
Peace.